21 million coins. So yeah, Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin's still doing good, and I think there was a little bit of outflows from ETFs today, but that broke like a streak of like positive inflows for the past over a week. I'm not sure actually, I haven't checked, but yeah. When it comes to Bitcoin dominance, it is actually starting to decline a little bit, but that's what's good for Ethereum. So if you're going to talk about Ethereum, yeah, Bitcoin dominance goes down. Historically, that's usually been Ethereum has appreciated. Pecker upgrade has just happened. How's that going to boost throughput and gas fees? And yeah, I'll be just looking at. Recently, I was looking at the derivatives market for Ethereum, and it's skewed bullish with lots of yeah. So it's more the put call ratio skewed bullish. So the derivatives traders are looking optimistic when it comes to Ethereum. But yeah.
All right, we'll have to see how that goes. Thanks for that, David. Your thoughts?
I think everything in Bitcoin for Bitcoin is pointing towards good. We see companies a lot. I mean, it seems like every day I see headlines of a new company coming on board by starting a Bitcoin reserve, including of course like MicroStrategy, who's just constantly buying. Um, they're doing like what 250 million, 500 million buys every few days it seems. But yeah, Bitcoin growth is good. I think from the macro level, the countries are adopting, corporations are adopting. There's almost not much to really say about that. Look at Coinbase just got on the S&P 500, which is the first crypto company in the S&P 500, which is just that's a not a real not a effect or cause of creating a good market, but certainly a result of a adoption of Bitcoin. On the other end, we're talking about like Ethereum or just altcoins in general. I mean, Ethereum specifically they had the new Pectra upgrade, which was a big upgrade on the blob rates and all that tech mumbo jumbo. But yeah, it's a big deal, and market seems to have responded well to it. I mean, from the builder point of view, there's apps and builders onboarding every single day to Ethereum. You might not see or hear about it, but it's certainly in the works. There are people building out there in silence. Not everything happening you'll end up seeing on crypto Twitter or X, but it's certainly out there, and that's always a good sign that with builders, sure, not every app succeeds or becomes the next pump fund, but it's certainly out there, and I think that now's the time to be looking at projects, because the big projects, the big ones that you do hear of, those are always in the building months and months, maybe even years before they're ever in the spotlight. So that's really what I'm excited to be looking at just in times like this. Also, I think just personally, NFTs have been kind of popping off lately too, which is good to see. NFTs are still largely based on the Ethereum, which is a good sign for crypto and good sign overall.
Absolutely. I feel like the more we rip, the more people are going to go further on the risk curve. So no surprise that NFTs are also ripping. So yeah, be curious to see how that goes. Great. So of course, I do wanted to check in with you guys to see what crypto sector you guys are most bullish on and why. I know Brian, you mentioned base there earlier, but is there anything else that you like to add there on your bullishness?
Oh yeah, bullishness. I think let's wait until that train passes. Yeah, yeah, I'm bullish about base. I think I spoke about just the ease of use and things like that, and content coins. I haven't really checked what the uptake for content coins has been since their inauguration. But apart from base, actually, I think BitTensor is interesting. I'm actually starting to yeah, I like to look at stuff. I know this is now it's a meme in itself, and I don't want to say this ironically, but I like to look at utility. So, so like if we're looking at platforms and applications that are just about, more speculation, then yeah, that's good and they'll always do well. But which ones that provide actual utility, that actually provide a service that people will use apart from just speculating on price go up? So I'm thinking BitTensor is one of those. And also we've got internet capital markets that being crypto. I've been writing a lot about that emerging trend recently. So BitTensor, obviously, you're looking at monetizing different ways to decentralize